Hello students, today's our topic is cyclic group. In this video we are going to studying about the definition of cyclic group, subgroup of a cyclic group and the examples of cyclic group with some observation. Now look at this definition. Cyclic group is a group which is generated by a single element, that is say X. If this G is generated by this element X, now the question is how a group can be generated by a single element. So let us consider G be any group and star be our multiplication operation. So we are defining here the definition of cyclic group for when our operation is multiplication. Let A be any element of this G. So consider this H, which is equal to, this is our element A, this A. Now the next element, by if A exists, it means inverse of A is also exist. If the inverse is also exist, so it means this identity is also exist. We know that A is to power 0 is equal to 1. For multiplication, 1 is the identity element. Applying closure property in this A, now A into A becomes A square. Again applying closure property, this A square becomes A cube. Now in the left hand side, if the inverse of A is this A inverse, again applying this closure property in this A inverse is multiplied by this A inverse. Now the result become A minus 2, A minus 3. In this manner we have this H subgroup. H is a smallest subgroup of G, that is containing the element A. Now this A generated by this H is generated by this element A. We can express this expression is as this A raised to the power n, which is where this n is nothing else, that is the integer value. It may be positive or negative. So this A is called the cyclic subgroup which is generated by A. If G is generated by A, in this way we can say this G is cyclic group and this A is generator of this group. Now the question is, this generator is a subgroup of G or not? So by using subgroup test, one step test or two step test, you can prove this generator is also a subgroup of G. If X and Y be any element which is belonging to this generator, then we have to show this XY inverse belongs to this generator. XY inverse, it means the one step subgroup test. X is in the X, which is equal to A raised to the power n belongs to Z. H is nothing else, it is expressed in this form. Similarly, Y is also expressed in this form, that is A raised to power m belongs to Z. And according to one step test, we can prove this generator is also a subgroup of this G. If our operation is addition, we have defined this group for multiplication. If the operation is addition, now G plus is a group for addition. Now taking any element A belongs to G, the generator is defined as NA, where n belongs to the integer. Now H be a subgroup of this group which is generated by this element A. For addition, 0 is the identity, so 0 into A, this n is the integer, so 0 into A is 0, 1 into A is A, 2 into A is 2A. Similarly, 3 into A is 3. So in the addition, what is the inverse of A? The inverse of A is minus of A. Applying the closure property in this minus A, the next value is minus of 2A. Similarly, the next value is minus of 3A. So this H is the smallest subgroup containing the element A. Now we have some observations for this cyclic group. Our first observation is a cyclic group may have more than one generator. It means a cyclic group have more than one generator or maybe one generator. Now the second point is the set A to power n, where n belongs to integer, might have only finitely many elements. Look at this example of cyclic group. Our first example is for integer. We know that integers are group for addition. Now, what about the generator? And we have to prove this Z is a cyclic group. One is the generator of this Z. According to addition operation, this n into A, here A is equal to 1, so this n into A, where n belongs to Z. Taking the values of n, first suppose the first value is 0, so 0 into 1 is equal to 0. When n is equal to 1, this value gives plus 1. If the integer value is negative, now the next value is minus 1. So in this manner, we have the elements are 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, and so on. And this is equal to integer. So this one is the generator of this infinite cyclic group. Similarly, we can prove this minus 1 is also the generator of this group. You have to show this 2 will be the generator of this group or not. You have to check. If minus 1, n into minus 1, where n belongs to Z, so taking the value of n from 0 to infinity and 0 to minus infinity. So our sets values are 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, and all these values are equal to Z. So this minus 1 is also the generator of this Z. Here Z is infinite cyclic group. Now our next example for finite cyclic group. If our G has the elements 1, minus 1, iota and minus iota, and we know that this G is a group for multiplication. Now, is this 1 is a generator of this group or not? 1 to power n is only, this set gives a value only 1. So this 1 is not a generator of this group. Similarly, minus 1 is also not a generator of this group. Now taking the next value, that is iota. If the iota's power 1 is equal to iota power 2, the value is minus 1. Iota's power 3, the value is minus iota. Iota's power 4, it means the value is 1. So this iota is the generator of this group. Similarly, we can prove this minus iota is also a generator of this group. So this group is a finite cyclic group for multiplication. Here 1 iota and minus iota are the generator of this group. So our first observation was any group have more than one generator. So in this example we have two generator, that is iota and minus iota. Now our next example is U10. We know that this U10 is a group for multiplication modulo 10. and the elements are 1, 3, 7 and 9. Now our question is, we have to find the generator of this U10, and if this group has generator, so we have to check, is this group a cyclic or non-cyclic. So 1 is not a generator of this group. Similarly, check for 3. This 3 is a generator or not. Similarly, 7 or 9. So first of all, we are taking the element 3. 3 is to power 1 is 3. 3 is to power 2 is 9. 3 is to power 3 is 7. And 3 is to power 4 is 1. Now, this 3 is the generator of this U10. You can also check this for 7 and 9. Now, one more example for addition modulo Z8. Z8 for, we have to check this Z8 is a cyclic or not. This is a group for addition. We have 8 elements in this set, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 8 elements. Now the question is, find the generators and check the group is cyclic or not. 0. First element is 0. 0 is the identity elements. So in this set we have only one element, that is only 0. So this is not equal to Z8. So 0 is not a generator of this Z8. Now taking next element, that is 1. First element is 1 and A. And A, it means now the next value 2A. Here A is 1. So 1 plus 1. So next element is 2. Similarly for 3, 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1 modulo 8 plus 1 modulo 8. Now the value is 3. Similarly 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus any modulo 8. 1 plus modulo 8. 1 plus modulo 8. How many times? 4 times. So next value is our 4. So our in this set we have these values, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 0. So this 1 is the generator of Z8. Now next element is 2. Is this 2 is a generator of Z8 or not? So 2 plus 2, that is 4. 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 6. 8. Now next is 0 and the next element is again 2. So this 2 is not a generator of this Z8. Similarly 3 is also a generator of this group. So we can see here one important result. According to this result, all those are relatively prime to this Z8. So relatively prime, it means the GCD between these numbers are 1 and 8 has GCD 1. So this 1 is the generator. Similarly 2 and 8 has not GCD 1. So this 2 is not the generator of this group. 3 and 8 also have the GCD 1. So 3 is also the generator of this Z8. Similarly 7 and 5. And we know that if elements and order inverse of element have same order, so this inverse of this 1 is 7. So it means this 1 and 7 are the generator. If 1 is the generator of Z8, it means 7 is also the generator of Z8. Similarly, I prove this 3 is the generator of this Z8. So the inverse of 3 is 5. So in this manner 3 and 5 is also the generator of this Z8. Now our last example. Suppose we have this group U8 and in this set we have the elements 1, 3, 5 and 7. So 1 generated by 1, we have only single element, that is 1. So this 1 is not the generator of this U8. Now what about the 3? 3 is to power 1 is 3, 3 is to power 2 is 9. It means applying modulo 8, the value is 1. So generated by 3, we have only 2 elements, that is 3 and 1. So this 3 is not the generator of U8. 5 and 7 is also not a generator of U8. So in this example, we have no generator. It means this U8 is not generated by any elements. So this implies this U8 is a non-cyclic group. So our result is this: in general, UN may or may not be cyclic. If cyclic, then the example is U10. When this is non-cyclic, then the example is U8.